Hi Leo, welcome to your May 2022 astrological forecast. So, big news for you is Jupiter's moving into Aries, a fellow fire sign, and other planets too are moving into Aries this month. In May of all times, usually it's like March, April, whatever. But when planets are in other fire signs, they create a trine, a 120-degree angle from this planet to your planets in Leo, or whatever other planets you have in a fire sign. So this could actually be like a pretty fun month. Everybody needs a fun time period, but this could be pretty fun for you. Anyway, the sun starts off though in Taurus, in your 10th house of your public persona, how you're known by reputation professionally and personally, how people view you and speak about you publicly, okay? But it's more or less your career, right? So the sun is here up until the 20th, and Mercury starts off in Gemini and turns retrograde on the 10th and falls back into Taurus on the 22nd. Okay, and in retrograde motion, and then Venus will enter this area on the 28th in your 10th house. Okay, so, and the planet Uranus is still here, possibly wreaking all kinds of havoc in your career or your reputation. Okay. Anyways, with the sun here though, it means that you could possibly be looking for like another job, or going for a promotion of some kind. If that's not the case, even if you don't work at all, you know, you could be in contact with people that are the right people to know. Let's put it that way. You could be social climbing, okay? Rubbing elbows with celebrity type people or important people, whatever. So if it's not professional upgrade in your status, it's a personal upgrade in your status. So actually very nice. But if you did inquire about any kind of position previously, when Mercury comes back to this area on the 22nd in retrograde motion, you may actually hear from that job that you applied for that was either given to someone else or just wasn't available. You didn't get the job, so they could this employer could contact you again to see if you're still interested. That or even something else. You know, maybe you're self-employed and you were looking to increase your clients, and maybe you did approach someone and they declined or weren't interested at that time, but they might contact you now also because they are interested. So it comes back to, you know, something with your career or your personal reputation, something that either you inquired about yourself or you were contacted about. It could come back to you now, and it's a good thing, you know, because you have Venus here at the same time. When Venus is in your 10th house, it's almost like having it in your first house or in your own sign. And Venus is the natural ruler of Taurus, so it does really well here. But I'll get to this, like, I'll cover a little bit more next month because it's at the end of the month and it really won't affect you too much. Okay, but having the sun here, though, you are like kind of like on display right now. So if you're out in public anywhere, especially like with your friends, okay, so I have to mention this because Mercury does start off in Gemini, okay, but it turns retrograde on the 10th, and that's when it falls back into Taurus on the 22nd, okay, and the sun won't enter Gemini till the 20th, but with Mercury being here, your 11th house of friends and associates, the group that you hang out in or any kind of organization that you belong to, it's your most sociable house. It's social media. It's like seeing people in person or attending some kind of an event, like a go to see a live band or something, or a play, you know, go to the theater. But when Mercury is retrograde here, it's your conversations with your friends are gonna probably get a little bit screwed up. Um, you know, there's a link below to a video I did on Mercury retrograde. Okay, so just be careful, especially in public. Okay, because you have to remember the sun is still in your 10th house, so anything you do or say could really get you know, misconstrued in some way or other, that people are trying to say that you said something else other than what you did. If you're on social media, watch what you post. If you are like confiding in one of your friends or an acquaintance or something like that, probably not a good idea. They're I don't know if they'll keep your confidence, but I don't know, they just might blab it all over the place. They may just be one of those kind of people that do stuff like that. Or it's another thing though too with miscommunication, but you could also miss like appointments or plans that you had, you know, with your friends, especially. You know, if you're all trying to get together, it might not work out. Or a lot of times what happens is, you know, someone may ask you, do you want to go here with us? We're all going. And you'll be like, oh, well, who's all going? You know, just out of curiosity. So you're told who is all going to be there. And then when you get there, there's this one person that, like, why are they there? You know, they get on your nerves. If you would have known they were going to be there, then you probably wouldn't have gone. You know, it's kind of like that. So, you know, I mean, plans change, especially under a Mercury retrograde thing, but you just have to be really explicit in whatever it is that you're saying. If you have to tell someone something, I always say, especially directions or instructions in some way or other, because it's just going to go right over their head. You know, you'll assume that they know what you're talking about, and they'll assume that too, you know, but they may end up doing the wrong thing, or not exactly what you wanted. Okay, so yeah, especially online, on social media, I would really watch what I said, because you know, people on there, they're just half the time looking for a fight anyway. You know, there's a new moon in Gemini on the 30th in your 11th house, so that brings new beginnings wherever it's occurring. So you could have, you know, because the planets, the sun and whatever, are in your 10th house at the beginning of the month, okay, your reputation could be like preceding you, and maybe someone is asking you to join some kind of organization. You know, so that could be, or become a part of a group or a band even. You know, if you are an artist of any kind, music or anything creative, you know, you could be asked to maybe collaborate with a group of people right now. So they know you're coming because of all these planets in your 10th house, and then they'll all eventually move into your 11th house. So that lights up even more. Okay, but the month does start off with Venus in Aries from the 2nd to like the 28th. On the 28th, it does move into Taurus, into your 10th house. And Jupiter moves into Aries on the 10th, and Mars moves into Aries on the 24th. And where you have Aries in your chart is your 9th house of long distance travel and communications and foreign anything. Okay, I did do a video on Jupiter in Aries, so you might want to listen to that one too. So Jupiter is the natural ruler of the 9th house, so it does well here. This is a lot of times, though, when this planet is here, it's when you take a trip of a lifetime, a dream vacation that you've always wanted to do. Or usually it is foreign travel of some kind or other, you know, or long distance, either way. And if you're not doing any one of those things, you could be attending a class or learning something that you've always wanted to know. and it kind of looks like it doesn't have to be like for work related. It could be personal and interest that you have. Could also take up a language at this time, learn a new language or something or other. But with Mars here from the 24th on, I would have to say that you're really in the mood to do some traveling. You know, get out there and do some traveling. Having Venus here almost pretty much all month, you could be in contact with someone who lives at a distance. It could be a long distance romance. And maybe that's what this is all about, is you're trying to figure out how to get together. Maybe you're going to be traveling there, or they're going to be traveling to see you. All kinds of things, though. The ninth house is legal matters, media and publishing. It's the internet, again. Okay, so let's get back to Mars actually being in Pisces. Okay, up until the 24th, you have Pisces on your 8th house, and Jupiter is still here up until the 10th. Okay, before these planets like move into Aries, right? And Neptune is still here in your 8th house. So you have Jupiter and Mars traveling together. Very fortunate aspect with these two planets being in it's called fortunate action or dumb luck. Okay, sometimes being in the right place at the right time. Maybe that's what this is with all these planets in your 10th house in Taurus. Okay, you're public. You know, you could be like on the receiving end of some kind of really nice, I want to say award of some kind, or something prestigious, title even, you know. But you could also receive like money, something monetary, you know, with Jupiter still here in your 8th house of money, other people's money and resources. It's passive money, money coming to you through means other than earning it. Okay, so this is from a legal settlement. Okay, that's a 9th house thing. Legal settlement, insurance payout, refund of some kind, inheritance or legacy, increase in credit, on credit cards and bank, you know. So, you know, when these planets like move into your 9th house of the law and lawsuits, whatever, maybe that's when, you know, maybe you were actually informed that there is something that's due you, you know, when these planets are in your 8th house, and then when they leave and move into your 9th is when the whole legal side of it starts in motion, you know. Get a move on it already. You know, who can wait for whatever? Who can wait for money or something? Everybody needs whatever, you know. Also, though, there's a full moon on the 16th, okay? A full moon lunar eclipse on the 16th in Scorpio in your 4th house, okay? It's directly across from your 10th house of Taurus. So, because there's a lunar eclipse, it'll make the effects of the full moon last a little longer than it normally would. But all this is kind of like your 4th house is your personal life, your family life, where you actually live, whoever you live with, even if it's a roommate or if you live alone. But what usually happens is maybe something's going on in your personal life around this full moon that you have to pull yourself away from work, call off or whatever, you know, and you're not able to work because you have to take care of something at home, either with a family member or you yourself. So I always say personal is far more important than any job. So, you know, it would have to be pretty important for you to like blow off work, right? So I mean, even if you don't work, okay, it's still possibly something occurring within your living arrangement or your home or the people that are there, okay? So the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Leo on the 7th, 8th, and 9th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius, and those dates are the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, any kind of speculation or gambling, and anything to do with children is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 29th, 30th, and 31st. The best time for money is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. The best time for your career is the 1st, 27th, 28th, and 29th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 12th, 13th, 24th, 25th, and 26th. So don't forget to check out my weekly forecasts. And if you're new to my channel and you like this video, please comment below and subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell, and you'll be notified each time I upload something. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Goodbye.